Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're going into the engineering behind the WolfPack modular matrix switchers. Specifically, these individual one-port slide-in cards.
Right.
Our mission is to really unpack how this design gets you universal compatibility and, maybe more importantly, just total reliability.
And that's the key problem in the AV world, right? You start a project and there's just so much uncertainty.
What sources are they going to use?
Exactly. What displays? And what's this system going to look like in a year? You have to mitigate that risk from day one.
Which I think brings us right to their core idea, modularity. These 9 by 9, 18 by 18, even 36 by 36 matrices. And if you take anything away from this, it should be this. Each of those little one-port cards is basically an insurance policy.
It is. If you lose a signal, you aren't condemning a $5,000 chassis?
No, you just swap out the one card. It's about $250.
Right. And that swap takes a catastrophic failure and turns it into, well, a simple maintenance task. You're down for minutes, not days.
Okay, so reliability is solved with modularity. But then there's the user experience, the speed.
Oh, the speed is the other half of the equation, for sure.
They call it seamless switching, and they're clocking it at 100 milliseconds.
Yeah, that's 0.1 seconds. If you've ever been in a sports bar, you've seen this.
You see it all the time.
The channel changes and the screen just goes black for 3 solid seconds while the system figures itself out.
It's negotiating.
The system completely solves that. And it's fascinating how they do it. There's an advanced processor inside that's running the eDie.
The display capability check.
Right, and the HDCP handshake.
Yeah.
The copy protection stuff. It does them at the same time.
Simultaneously. Okay, so it uses a frame buffer to hold the signal and just cuts over.
A clean cut. So speed solves the now problem. But what about that long-term compatibility you mentioned?
That's where this universal card comes in, the MAV card.
This is their solution to, not having to stock dozens of different card types.
How does one card do all that?
It's all about the DVI-I technology.
Yeah.
The I is the important letter. It stands for integrated.
Meaning it carries both analog and digital signals on the same connector.
Exactly. So with the adapters they give you, that one card can handle HDMI, VGA, component, even old-school composite video.
So it completely future-proofs the system against whatever new or old gear you have to connect.
And that control goes right down to the audio. You can actually use a little 3.5 millimeter jack to strip audio off a signal.
Or inject a different audio source.
Yes. Say from a local microphone right onto the card.
Yeah.
It's incredibly granular control. And for those older sources like composite, there's even a little 810 DIP switch on the card itself.
To do what?
To manually scale the resolution, so you can force it to the 480i or 480p that you need.
Okay, so the system handles every signal type, but once it's all installed, how do you actually drive the thing?
Well, the sources show they plan for basically everyone. There are dozens of ways to control it.
You start with the free options, right? The buttons on the front, a web GUI you can access from any browser.
And the apps. They have free apps for iPhone, Android, even Amazon Fire.
So basic control is covered. What about the professional installers, the custom integrators?
That ecosystem is really robust. They have drivers for big commercial guys, Control4, Crestron.
URC, Elon.
Right, and RTI. So it can slide into pretty much any existing professional environment without a problem.
And for the real pros who need to write their own custom drivers, I love this detail, the RS-232 scripting.
It's so simple.
It really is. The example they give, to switch input 8 to, say, outputs 1, 8, and 16. The command is just 8 by 1 and 8 and 16.
That's it. That simplicity is why you see these things everywhere, from sports bars to corporate conference rooms to, well, even nail salons.
So let's bring it all together. The core value for you, the person learning this, is what?
I'd say it's 3 things. You simplify your inventory with one universal card, you massively increase uptime with the modular design, and you give the end user a really elite experience with that instantaneous switching.
That brings up a final point for me, though, about quality assurance. The source material talks about this intense testing procedure.
Oh, yeah, the aging process.
Every single card is tested. Then it goes into a special room for a mandatory 24-hour aging process before it gets a final QC check.
It's pretty rigorous.
So here's the thought I want to leave you with. Knowing that this multi-step mandatory aging and QC process is standard for every component, how does that change the way you assess the reliability and, frankly, the cost of specialized AV hardware? It's something to think about.